Assalamu alaikum everybody, said I'm back again with another YouTube video. So today's YouTube video, guys, I'm going to be going over some of the breakout trades that I'm in, and I'm going to just show you guys everything about these breakout trades because I think that it encompasses these trades that I'm currently taking today. They encompass pretty much everything that you're probably going to face about trading, and a lot of people won't tell you this because they're trying to push a course on you or a mentorship and make it seem like there's some sort of genius trader, when in reality, guys, it's just not the truth, right? So I'm going to go over these trades with you, and we're going to go over all the different scenarios you can find yourself in when you're trading, because trading is not as simple as pressing a button and then price rocketing to your take profit and you hitting $100 gain, $1,000 gain every single day. It's just not going to happen like that. So I'm going to show every single setup because they encompass like the different scenarios you're going to find yourself in when you're trading. That being said, guys, let's get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. So let's start off with DBAC. Guys, I'm in this position right now, and you can tell we're running over here. So I've already took a partial, guys. I have secured my profits, and I'm moved my stop loss to break even already on this trade. Now, I'm not going to go over every single trade, guys, so pay very close attention to this specific setup, okay? Pay very close attention to this specific setup because this is pretty much going to be, in reality, the exact same way that every other setup is, right? Again, I only trade one setup when it comes to swing trading, and this is it. So price is going to have a very strong run-up, right? If we go over here, what ends up happening is very strong run-up, right? What do you see? Strong run-up, consolidates, the moving averages catch up, and then what do you see? Bam, price rocketing up, okay? Now, what do you see happening over here? Price is making lower highs, right? Like this white. And then price is also making higher lows. Oops. Well, honestly, the price wasn't really making higher lows, but you'll notice price is squeezing, right? You have a wide range, and that range is tightening, tight, and then eventually we will break out, right? So what do you see happening over here? The very same thing, right? Don't you see the same thing happening over here? Actually, I kind of messed this up, but don't you see the very same thing happening over here, right, guys? Price has a very strong explosive run up, and then what do you see? Tightening range, lower highs, higher lows. So what is it going to do? It's going to break out again, right? This is the way stocks move. They have a very strong move, they pull back, strong move, pull back, right? And what do you notice when the pullback happens? Price starts to consolidate, and the moving averages start to catch up. So I'm just catching the breakout, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Again, not really the most in detail explanation, but soon enough I will be going over more detail about these sort of setups, right? So now this setup, you'll notice I'm in profit, I've secured my profit. You might be thinking, okay, guys, say this is like a winning trade, right? This is a fantastic trade, but it's not. It's not really a fantastic trade. I only noticed this after I actually took it, guys. But I took it, you'll notice, Friday, or I should say Monday. So the candle closed on Monday. Once we broke the highs on the next day, which is the next market open, which is Monday, that's when I took it. So I took this at the beginning of the week, right, guys? But here's the issue that ended up happening. After I took this trade, and I secured my profits and everything, I noticed that my actual entry was bad. My actual entry should have been on this candle, right? So in reality, oops. In reality, the setup should have looked something like this, right? And you'll notice a lot cleaner of lower highs and then higher lows. And then, once we broke the high of this candle, I would have took it. And how would I have entered this trade, guys? Something like this. And we wouldn't have actually gotten stopped out because you'll notice price ended up opening over here. So now eventually price triggers is in, and I would be running at a lot more profit than I am right now. But I would still be risk free. I would have still took some partials and everything. But I got a worse entry, and I also shouldn't have took the trade at all because my actual entry should have been here, right, guys? So why would I take a worse entry? It doesn't make any sense, right? But I made that mistake, and that's the whole point of this entire video, is to show you guys the different scenarios. So sometimes you're going to take trades, and sometimes you're just going to make mistakes, guys. We are only human. It's going to happen, right? So, this is just one of those setups where I made a mistake. And now, look, this mistake ended up playing out, guys, right? I'm still in profit. I have secured some profits. So it's not the worst mistake I could have made, but this should have been the actual entry, okay? Now, onto the very next setup, C or M. Now, this is a trade that I'm in, and you'll notice, guys, again, pretty much the exact same thing, consolidation. And this setup is really good, or I'm showing this to you really well. Why? Because of the fact that, look at it, right? We get the entry, boom, we get in profit, and now what do you see? Price was in profit over here, and now it starts to pull back on me. So this is also going to happen. You will have stocks that go in profit, you will have trades that go in profit, and they start to pull back on you. Does it suck? Yeah, because I was up a lot more money, and now I'm down money. It's not fun to be down money. It's not fun to be losing money. But again, I can't really do anything about it. Why? Because my trading strategy says not to touch it. So I'm going to follow my trading plan. I'm going to follow my trading plan, and I'm just not going to do anything. And this is very difficult to do that, guys. It's very difficult for me to open this short right now and see that the stock is going against me and not touch it. But that's the thing, guys. As a trader, I have to be completely disciplined, and I'll show you why in the other later trades as well, right? But you just have to be disciplined and follow your trading plan. Because guess what? If I didn't follow my trading plan, guys, when I got in this trade and I saw all these profits, I wouldn't have made them. I would have gotten scared and I would have pulled out the money. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to follow your trading plan. So again, if another scenario that can happen, right? You can be in profit and price starts to pull back on you. This can happen to you. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody, right? Now, here's EU, and this is another scenario that can end up happening, all right? Where, again, you'll notice very exact same setup as the other two trades. You were in a trade, and now you're just in drawdown. And you'll notice we were very close to getting stopped out. We didn't actually get stopped out, but we were very close to getting stopped out. And this is another scenario, right? You can just be in a trade. You could have done everything right. This is a fantastic trade. I didn't make a mistake like I did on the first trade. I've done everything right on this trade, but I'm losing money right now. It can happen. It can happen, and it's going to happen to you as well, guys. It can 100% happen. You can 100% lose money on a trade. Now, have I lost money right now? No, but I am losing money currently, right? And yesterday I was losing a lot more money. I got triggered in and we just ended up melting. I honestly thought I was just going to get stopped out on this trade right away. Didn't end up happening, but I did think that that was possible, right? So you can be in a trade right now and you can face drawdown. Again, another scenario that can happen. Now, let's go to mod. Mod is a very great setup, guys. What happened? Pullback, enter off the break of this high. Very first day, guys, we just end up rocketing. And you'll notice, mashallah, so we're still rocketing. I mean, this was like the easiest no-brainer trade, and it played out just as well. But guess what, guys? This was also a no-brainer trade. This was also a no-brainer trade, right? Just so happened that this is one of the scenarios that you'll end up facing. We're going to face trades that just go directly in your favor. This trade took partials, moved my stop loss to break even. I'm risk-free on this trade, and I've already made money. This is the best scenario that I can potentially be in, guys, right? It's the best scenario. And that's the thing. Sometimes, guys, your trades are just going to work out like that. Now, does this mean you get overconfident? Does this mean you should have risked more? Does this mean the next trade you risk 10% of your account? No, it just means you follow your trading plan and you got rewarded. Another scenario that can end up happening. UIS. This is a scenario that can also end up happening. You'll notice that we end up going in profit, but we're not going in profit that quickly. Right? So definitely still in profit, definitely, doing good, mashallah, on this trade, but I haven't took any partials yet. I'm going to take partials once we reach this dash line. I haven't moved my stops to break even. It's just moving slowly. It's moving relatively well, I should say, right? This is definitely a good setup. It's definitely moving relatively well, but nonetheless, I'm just sitting on my hands waiting patiently, all right? This is another scenario, guys, where, I just got in this trade. So yeah, today, again, guys, another scenario. This is actually not necessarily another scenario. This is kind of similar to the first scenario where you're just in profit a little bit. I don't say, sorry, this is similar to the very last scenario that I showed you. You're in profit a little bit, but price is moving slowly. We had a decent run up, but right now price is just, it's not really doing a lot. We're in profit, yes, but we're not in a crazy amount of profit. Another scenario that can end up happening. And then an LOP. You guys might be wondering, what the heck's that? This is a fantastic trade. You caught the breakout and everything. And you're in profit. And I wish I was. I wish I was, guys. But unfortunately, I didn't catch this setup. Because Webull, where I execute my trades on, for some reason wouldn't let me execute my setup. I don't know why. I was trying to place my order this morning prior to market open. It wouldn't let me. I placed every single other trade. I placed AMD. Worked out fine. I'm in this trade now. But NLOP, I didn't. I don't know why. It just would not let me. And it sucks because I would have actually been in this trade, already closed out a partial, and moved my stop loss to break even. So I would be risk free on this trade. But unfortunately, guys, it just didn't end up. Price just didn't let me end up. Sorry, I shouldn't say price. Webull just did not let me end up taking this trade. I don't know why. It was a perfect setup. I wish I could have been in this trade. I wish I could have took this trade, but didn't. And that's another scenario, right? These are things that no one ends up talking about. Sometimes your broker, sometimes the platform you're trading on just isn't going to do good. It's just not going to, sometimes you're going to face crazy slippage. Sometimes the spreads are going to increase. These are all things that can end up happening, guys. Sometimes your order won't get executed, and you were right on I was right on this trade, guys. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was trying to get my order placed, and it wouldn't let me place my order. Extremely weird. I don't know why it happened like that. But what can I do about it? Nothing. The trade ran off without me, It's unfortunate. This is going to happen to you. You will try to get into trades and you won't be able to. You're going to try executing and you won't be able to, for whatever reason that is. And trades are going to run off without you. It's just going to happen. And last but not least, guys, let's go into a very other setup, right? And this is that setup. And again, guys, textbook setup, fantastic trading opportunity, fantastic trade, lovely trade. And it ran off without me. I didn't get in this trade, unfortunately. Can I do anything about it? No. Look at how absolutely clean this is, guys. Look at how just absolutely clean this is. But again, can I do anything about this, guys? Nope. I can't. I missed this opportunity. This is another scenario that's going to end up happening, guys. You will miss opportunities. It's going to happen to you. And there's nothing you can do about it. And so, in this scenario, right, what do? I'm going to write down in my journal, why did I miss this setup when I know it's perfect? When I marked it out properly? When I knew that I should be executing on it? When I knew I should have placed my order? I just journal and I'm like, okay, why did I miss this? I should not have missed it. It was a fantastic setup. I knew it was going to play out. So why did I not take it? Again, another scenario that's going to end up happening. In the final scenario, sometimes you're just going to lose. Sometimes you're just going to lose. Like, look at this trade, guys. It was a good breakout. Price went in profit, and then I just ended up losing. And you guys might be like, well, why didn't you take partials? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Guys, my strategy didn't tell me to. Simple as that. It's very easy to tell me in hindsight that I should have took partials and stopped out. But would you tell me to do the same over here and get stopped out of break even and miss out on this trade? Miss out on all this profit? All these profits? Again, very easy to say this in hindsight. But again, this is another scenario that can end up happening. You can just lose on a trade. It can happen. It's going to happen to you. It's going to suck, but it's going to happen to you. So, with that being said, guys, going over every single scenario, and I just wanted to show you that it's going to happen. You're going to lose trades. You're going to take trades and they go straight into profit. You're going to take trades and they end up going nowhere. You're going to take trades and they just don't end up moving that quickly. You're going to be in drawdown. It's going to happen. It's normal. Every trader goes through this. I go through it. The biggest traders go through it. Hedge funds go through this. You're going to go through it. It's normal. So when stuff like this ends up happening, don't be an idiot. Don't try to mess with things. Don't try to change anything. Just follow your trading plan. Because following your trading plan over the long run, all of these things just won't matter. Right? Whether you went straight into profit, whether you went to draw down first, whether you took a loss, whether you took a win. Over the long run, when you follow your plan, you're going to make money. It's as simple as that. So follow your plan, no matter what ends up happening, and you're going to make money. All right. So just want to show you guys that again, everybody goes through these different scenarios. There'll probably more scenarios that I just forgot to end up covering. But yeah, everybody goes through them. And over the long run, if you follow your trading plan, these scenarios won't matter because you're just going to make money. So that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz. Peace out.